Hey, beautiful boss babe. Welcome to your Census Sunday video. My name is Nicole Severson, and I am here today to talk about connection, disconnection, intuition, and trusting your gut. So all too often, people will say this in your dating lives. They'll say it in your, business and making decisions, or fill in the blank, life. Trust your gut, trust your intuition. And while I am fully on board with that and help teach people how to connect to themselves and their source, it can be really confusing and frustrating for people that don't know how to connect to their intuition or trusting their gut, or literally have had some kind of trauma from childhood or a big life event where maybe they were connected and trusting their gut and they ended up somewhere where it was really catastrophic and a traumatic experience for them. And in that process, they disconnect. They disconnect from their intuition, they disconnect from their trusting their gut, because they either don't trust source, that like, I trusted, I ended up here and not safe, or even with themselves, like if they, went full on trusting themselves and going into a relationship and then it ended up really terrible, they might not trust themselves after that. So whatever spectrum you're in, or maybe it's like in a business thing where you really thought you were trusting your intuition, your gut, and then it ended up being a really catastrophic, like financial struggle, or maybe a business partner fell through, or whatever it is. When someone has had a disconnection or a sever or a trauma in the past, trusting their intuition and their gut has to be relearned. And trusting something is a relationship. It's a process. And it's not like you meet someone and then you're just supposed to trust them because you just met them. Whereas if you've been with someone for 20 years, or have been, family, friends, fill in the blank, for 20 years, the trust has been built, and there are certain things that you know and can expect from that relationship. And it is so much the same with your intuition and trusting your gut, because it really makes me crazy when people tell me, trust your gut. And I'm like, yeah, my gut's telling me all kinds of things. So, sometimes my gut instincts can lead me to really great outcomes, and sometimes they lead me to situations where I'm like, ooh, I got a lot to learn here. Neither of them are wrong, but I think it just needs to be an awareness around what we're saying to people. And and if someone's like, I don't know how that feels, or with the disconnection from intuition or trusting their gut, it's really this space for all of us as humans to really get sensitive around learning how to build our intuition and trusting our gut, because it is a process. And to know that it's not always like, oh, trust your gut and trust your intuition and you're always gonna like be fine. It's like, yes, you'll be fine, but it might not lead you to the results that you're expecting. And I think that's also a piece where, if you're following your gut or your intuition with an expectation of an outcome, that can lead you into trouble. But really, this is looking at your intuition and trusting your gut from a place of connection and relationship. So as you continue to build your muscle and to use trusting your gut and intuition to guide you and to be getting downloads and direction from source, universe, God, whatever that is for you, and having the discernment in yourself to choose, and knowing that either way you are being guided and you have free will. And this is where you get to co-create. So yes, build the relationship of intuition, build the relationship of trusting your gut, and build the relationship of your free will, because you get to choose whether or not you listen to the guidance, whether or not you have an expectation. And it's a process. And I just want to, really honor for those of you that don't trust yourselves and are learning. What a beautiful space to be in, that you get to start to rebuild that relationship with yourself and with source, and to come at it from that expectation of treating it like any other relationship in your life, where you wouldn't just, after you've had bad relationships or different things happen in your life where you wouldn't just hop in straight to something and just trust right away. So this is a rebuilding, a relearning. And for many of us, there was a disconnection in intuition or trusting your gut at some point along the way. So honor that and heal it. And if you need help with that, give me a call, send me a message, because that is what I help women do, is reconnect to their bodies, their intuition, and their power. So really getting reconnected to you and your purpose and why you're here, so that you can go be successful in all areas of your life. So have a wonderful Sunday. If you have questions on this, please drop them in the comments below. And think of it as a relationship. So you're learning how to trust if it's something that's been broken in the past. And if you're really good on intuition and trusting your gut, you can really model that for your friends and family, and also give them tips or tricks on like what works for you. When you know that you know something, or you see a picture, or you get a vision, or it feels light and open versus constricting and heavy. Whatever that is for you, you can be the model for the other women in your life, to really guide them and show them what it's like to be connected and fiercely feminine. So have a wonderful day. I hope this all resonates with you, and I'll see you next week. All right, bye.